the Bobby Podcast narrator with the first episode titled Blind Wife. He met her once in a group about volunteering for medical examination and treatment in remote areas. She is like a wild flower growing in the middle of the forest. Right for the first time, he fell in love with that small, white and innocent girl. Despite that, she couldn't see anything. She said, "I am blind, I am very disadvantaged to marry you. It's still time to regret it." He said, "You wait for me. I won't regret it for the rest of my life." He pressed her soft fingers to his cheek, whispering. They lived together for 2 years, he became the director of a large hospital. He and she both longed for a child, but it hasn't materialized yet. The day she received the test results, she huddled in his arms, as shy as a child ashamed of doing wrong. "It's me, right?" she speaks. Her hormone levels are low, so it's hard to conceive, but hard doesn't mean impossible. He smiled and hugged her to comfort her, but he couldn't hide the disappointment in his eyes. No one is at fault. A year later, there is still no sign that they will have children. He is the only child of the family. His mother, who didn't like her, now had even more reason to hate her. Every day, when he came home from work, his mother would use it to torture him. A year later, there is still no sign that they will have children. He is the only child of the family. His mother, who didn't like her, now had even more reason to hate her. Every day, when he came home from work, his mother would use it to torture him. She is too docile. Like raising a cat, if it only knows how to hang around you and find ways to make you happy. You will gradually get bored with it. He is tired, gradually he is afraid of his own house. At that moment, Linda appeared. Linda is a trainee nurse, young and hot, different from his wife at home. Spirit swooping into his lap is voluntary. Actually, the romantic look of a guy is enough for any girl to die, even if age can't cover it. How many girls, even though he has a wife, still fall in love with him? But he still agrees. That night he was drunk, he felt the need to release. Or not. He can leave that nurse, but Linda is like a drug, try it once and then you become addicted to that euphoric feeling. Linda does not bind him, is with Linda. There are no torture words from his mother, only he himself doesn't know if he still loves his wife. Sometimes I think I've mistaken love and pity. "It's so late, do you still have to go?" She wrapped her arms around his waist, inhaling the masculine scent on his shirt. "Yes! Urgent surgery! Honey, let's go to sleep! See you in the next volume of the story of the blind wife! Don't forget to follow and subscribe to Bobby Podcast channel to hear more interesting stories.